Welcome to Dark Rides of New England. I'll show you every dark ride was in New England. The first stop is Haunted House. Is at York's Wild Kingdom. The Haunted House closed down. Not York's Wild Kingdom anymore. This is York's Wild Kingdom Funhouse, Jungle Fun. We at Pleasure Island in Wakefield. They had a great dark ride, but it closed down with the park. This is the dark ride. It's like a pirate themed dark ride. So Mountain Park had a couple dark rides in Funhouse. So let's see Mountain Park. Park was in Holyoke, Massachusetts. 25 minutes from Six Flags, aka Riverside Park. The same owner owned Mountain Park. He owned Lincoln Park in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts, on Route 6, on the way to Cape Cod, between New Bedford and Fall River. Mountain Park had a nice classic funhouse. Mountain Park had a private dark ride and closed down, went to Winter Park. They showed it to Winter Park, Massachusetts. So they had another dark ride Out of This World, like 1960s. It had a nice dinosaur theme dark ride at Mountain Park. And now we at Salisbury Beach in Salisbury, Massachusetts. They had a couple of dark rides. So they got a pirate boat dark ride at Salisbury Beach. And it was a great attraction. So Salisbury Beach had Castle Frankenstein. I did a review on that. So check the review out. It closed down in the year in 2004. It closed down with the park. Now the Castle Frankenstein not there now. Right now is a park lot now. And this was at Pirates Fun Park in Salisbury. There's another dark ride at Salisbury Beach. Now the concession stand. There's a rich castle. Used to be another dark ride that closed down at Salisbury Beach. This is Cranston Park in Riverside, Rhode Island. So I did a history video of that. Check the video. So this is a nice riverboat themed dark ride. It's a classic dark ride in Cranston Park. So this is Left Valley at Camber Lake Park. They had dark rides from the 30s to right about now. The Camber Lake just turned 120 years old. It was a great cross amusement park. So they had a fun house called the Seven Gables Fun House. It's called the House of Seven Gables Fun House. It was in the 60s and 70s. 70s and 80s, the Swamp came in. But we had Pressure Ride. Pressure Ride dates back in 1930s. Then we became the swamp. Canby Lake had two dock rides. They had the swamp and they had the funhouse. And they both closed down. Two Mine Lost Souls came. And Mine Lost Souls first was the Haunted Mine. Now there's Lost Souls. Got a fun history fact for y'all. The swamp cars is at Coney Island, Dino's Wonder Wheel. So if you want to ride a piece of Canby history, Canby Lake history, go to the Coney Island, Dino's Wonder Wheel Park, and go ride a piece of Canby Lake history on a Spooktacular. The Mine of Lost Souls, one of my favorite attractions at Canby Lake Park. Seven Rock had a lot of dock rides. The old mill from 1900 to 1967. It's Laughing Dock at Severn Rock in New Haven, Connecticut. It's from the 1940s to the 60s. Noah's Ark was everywhere around the country, including Old Ocean Beach, Palace Playland. This ride was there from 1925 to 1934. They had Death Valley Funny House at Severn Rock. They had a dock ride like Revere Beach. Revere Beach had a nice dock ride like this. This is a Revere Beach dock ride. This is at Revere Beach. Revere Beach had a nice dock ride. Been there since the 1970s. You could walk in and have fun. It's 1970s. This is the Blackbeard's Funhouse / dock ride. It's Whalen Park. Whalen Park, they had a traditional dock ride. They used to have the private dock ride. It's like Lincoln Park and Mountain Park. But they took these out and they got the Funhouse. The Funhouse been there since the park, since 1975 to the 2000s when Whalen Park closed down. It became the Monster Motel at Whalen Park. I got a review on Whalen Park Funhouse, so check the video out. This is 1970s at Whalen Park Funhouse. This is Whalen Park Power's Den dock ride at Whalen Park. It was a nice pirate themed dock ride. This is Laughing Dock Funhouse at Riverside Park, aka Six Flags New England. This is back in the 1970s. This is Riverside Jungle Land, old mill type of dock ride. They had Riverside Park from the like this 1970s, 80s. I remember I rode it in the 1990s. It was nice jungle theme. Got a review coming up on that. Check out the review. This is a rich ride at Rocky Point Park. The same dock ride at Rise Playland. I rode this at Rise Playland. Check my review out on Rich Castle, a Rich Ride. This is the Haunted Rich dock ride. It used to be in Rocky Point in the 1960s and 70s. And then they tore it down, built the House of Horrors. This is Rocky Point Park, the Rich House dock ride. Rocky Point Park. This is dock ride, part of the Rich Castle at Rocky Point Park. This is at Rocky Point Park. Dock ride at Ride Playland. James Zachary. This is the House of Horrors at Rocky Point Park. One of my favorite dock rides they ever made. Miss this dock ride so much. House of Horrors look so nice at dock. Nighttime. I sure do miss this ride. Dock ride is called Castle of Terror, now the House of Horrors. 1970. This is at Old Orchard Beach. They had two amusement parks on Old Orchard Beach. So I will have a history video on Old Orchard Beach. Stay tuned. So they have nice fun house and dock ride called Noah's Ark. You'll find the Noah's Ark everywhere all over the world. But these fun house came extinct. The only fun house, Noah's Ark fun house, is at Blackpool Pleasant Beach. It's standing, but it's not operating. The only Noah's Ark fun house is at Kennywood Park at West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. It's next time over from Pittsburgh. And the next time I can't wait to try this Noah's Ark at Kennywood Park. And I will have a POV video of that next year, so stay tuned. So they have like a nice old mill dock ride at Palace Playland at Old Orchard Beach. You found these everywhere, the Tunnel of Love. But these came extinct, but Kennywood still have theirs. And Over Georgia still have theirs. Ride Playland still have theirs. This is the old mill at Palace Playland. Underneath the wooden roller coaster. This is the blueprint of it. Yeah, pretzel dock ride at Palace Playland. There's the Tons of Fun house at Palace Playland. This is 1960s. This is the fun house on Noah's Ark at Palace Playland. The fun slide. Entrance of Noah's Ark at Palace Playland. This fun house attraction was good for families, and a lot of people was big fans of this attraction at Old Orchard Beach, Palace Playland. Yeah, a wheel just like Kennywood Park. Go through the wheel that's the main entrance. Go through the wheel mouth. It's like Kennywood Park. This is still Old Orchard Beach Playland. I love how the attraction looks, how the ark looks. The fun house looks nice. I wish I could experience that. This fun house looks fun. Yeah, nice fun slide to it. Wow. There's another picture of a view of Noah's Fun House at the beach. There's Noah's Ark during the off season, winter time. This is 1970s at Old Orchard Beach. So you want to experience attraction back then, y'all couldn't. It was only 70 cents to get in there. There's a Cranston Park boat dock ride. New England has some unique dock rides over New England. Yeah, they have some great crossing amusement parks, some great crosses dock rides all over New England. The Paragon Park in Hall, Massachusetts, Landside Beach, it had an old mill drive from 1900s to the 1985 when Paragon Park closed down. I have a review on that, on this attraction. Stay tuned for that review. The Old Mill became the Jungle Cruise, the Congo Cruise, to the Bermuda Triangle. And I wrote this. This is one of my favorite attractions. And this used to be the Red Mill, 1920s. This is the Congo Cruise, 1960s at Paragon Park. Jungle Ride in 1950s and 60s at Paragon Park. Congo Cruise. So in the 1960s, they built another dock ride called Koki Castle at Paragon Park. I will have a review on that. Stay tuned. This is a nice attraction. I rode this. This is one of my favorite attractions I've ever been on. At Paragon Park. I used to ride this every day. My grandparents used to take me every day. So this is first love. The Jungle Ride at Paragon Park. Go down and get wet. Yeah, Funhouse at Paragon Park. Funhouse at Paragon Park. It's 1980. Bermuda Triangle. I remember this ride. I remember that big monster face always staring at me, eating my ice cream. Review of the Bermuda Triangle. This is one of my favorite dock rides. I love that face. I still remember that face. This is Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park got a mystery ride just like Mountain Park. Mountain Park owners used to own Lincoln Park. So they have the same exact dock rides at each park. Mountain Park has the same dock ride. Funhouse to Private Things and Private Things at Lincoln Park. This is the beloved Monster Ride at Lincoln Park. Everybody loves this ride. I love this ride. Got a review coming up on this. I rode this ride many times with my grandparents. This is Mountain Park. The owner of Lincoln Park has the same exactly look. See, they almost look the same. Same track but different ride. Park had a nice fun house. It's like Mountain Park. It's a nice classic fun house. Treasure of Pirate's Den is at Lincoln Park. It's a nice private attraction. They bought this from Pleasure Island. When Pleasure Island closed down, the Mountain Park owners that own Lincoln Park, they bought the Treasure Pirate's Den from Pleasure Island and brought it to Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park closed down in 1987 with Mountain Park. Mountain Park closed down in 1987 too. This lake compounds got Ghost Hunt, one of the best dock rides in New England, besides my in-laws' homes. This lake compounds rolling dock ride and dock ride. 1970. So this is a video of dock rides of New England. I hope y'all like this video. Press like. If y'all have any comments, if y'all experienced any of these dock rides in the past, please comment below. I hope y'all like. If y'all new, subscribe. I have more videos like this coming up. See you guys in the next adventure. Happy Halloween. Hope y'all enjoy this dock rides adventure with Theme Park New England. Happy haunting.